You know, we talk a lot at Joyce Meyer Ministries about sharing Christ and loving people, and that is really what it's all about. Today, we are in the jungles of Peru, and this church behind me is worshiping like crazy because they've been praying for a building like this where they could come together and unite as a community to learn about Christ and to worship Him. But let me show you something that's also very exciting. As we walk this direction, you'll see one of the things that draw a lot of non-Christians to this church. There's a community well here. So we're not only feeding their hungry souls, but we're quenching their thirst. And you can see how awesome it is.
For us, it's really important to provide clean water to the communities because I think this is helping to stop the sicknesses. It's nice when they know that we are Christian. We are going 2 or 3 days, and the 4th or 5th day, we are building the water well. Always when we are inaugurating the water well, we are saying why we build this well, why we are there. This is how the Lord is showing you guys that Jesus loves you.
I'm really thankful for this well because it's a blessing for me and my family and all the families in this town.
Now, we go many places and we see wells that are no longer operational as well. And part of what you do is work very hard to make sure these are wells that are going to last, that are going to be successful, and then also going back to check them to making sure they're still operational.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, just last year I commissioned all across Asia. I said, I want everybody to go to all these wells we've dug for the last 15 years and say, hey, what's still working, what isn't? And as we went through that, we found some that just needed a part, you know, or just needed, you know, the pump fixed or whatever. And so if you don't check, you know, the problem with people in some of these areas is it can be very simple, but they don't have access to the part, or they don't know how to fix it. And so we try our best to not just dig, you know, take the picture and forget it. The story that just comes up in me the most is Tanzania. And we went into, I mean, just the absolute middle of nowhere in Tanzania. And this was one of those cases where they were walking half a day to get dirty water, diseased water, another half a day to come back. So we went in there and we did these wells with solar pumps and, you know, a pretty elaborate deal. And so it not only gave them water, but it gave their cattle water. It gave them enough water to irrigate. At the time we went in there, there was very little Christian activity. Now, I've just heard in the last few months that there's actually churches in every one of these locations with hundreds of people attending. I mean, that's why I get up every day.
Yeah.
You know, is to use humanitarian efforts to eventually be able to present the gospel message to people so that they can one day be with us in heaven.